Here's where understanding color and undertones is important. So in my home, I like to have a lot of neutrals and then let the artwork kind of speak for itself, or any kind of knickknacks or decor. Even in my home, I was looking for something very, very neutral and subtle as a throw cover, and something that, you know, it would be interchangeable regardless of what bedspread or artwork that I brought in to the space. So this was my first attempt. I knew I wanted something with like kind of a fur texture or some kind of texture. And there's nothing wrong with this one. It's got like nice brown and golden undertones, but it was a little bit too brown for what I was going for, a little too golden for what I was going for. And I didn't know that till it got in the house, you know, and I could see and compare. So that's one throw that I purchased. So I went out and, you know, just naturally in my search, I came across this, which also has like that kind of texture that I was looking for, and like very soft, subtle, and less intense than the first one. So I thought, okay, that's a winner, because I knew I needed to go a little bit less intense. But when I got it home, I realized it's like got a lot of red undertones, and you can see the light shades in it, or that kind of color in it, but only if the light hits it just so. But for the most part, I was just seeing like red undertones, and that kind of bothered me for the look that I was going for. And I knew that it was like less intense, but it still didn't quite hit the mark. And then last of all, I found this one, which I think is the winner. It's the most subtle out of the three. You're probably like, I can't even tell. But this is the most subtle out of the three, and it's lighter, but it still has that oatmeal kind of coloring and texture, and it doesn't have an overpowering red or brown undertone. So I think this one is the winner, and this is the one that I chose to be on my bed. And it wasn't a total loss to have these two others. Whoever visits is going to be plenty warm because I've got throw covered. But also this, since the rest of my home is neutral, this can go in a basket. This goes like throws over a chair. It's never like a complete loss, and that's why I chose to keep these. I could have just easily returned it, but I'm like, you know what, let's see. Lighting is different depending, you know, my bedroom lighting is different than my living room lighting, different than dining room lighting, things like that. So again, this is like more brown, more red, and the most neutral. So it can save you money, it can save you time. This works for fashion, clothing, this works for home decor, this works for painting when I'm mixing colors as well. Hopefully that was helpful. Take care, bye.